Hey guys, I am back with another video. Also apologies, I still have not gotten to actually buying a microphone, so everything I say is coming just from the audio on my phone, so I don't know how good it's gonna sound. Or I should probably say how bad it's gonna sound, but that doesn't really matter. Anyway, welcome to my first sketchbook tour on YouTube, because I decided to name this sketchbook number 6, so the next one will be 7, which I have it right here. I'm so excited to start it, but I need to first do this review, send off my old sketchbook on a good note. And so, yeah, I guess I'll get started with that. So, this is the front cover. It was supposed to be pancakes, but if you check out my Instagram, you know what happened. It was pretty sad. I wasn't able to get it, but I guess the first page I really did draw on was the page where I was trying to figure out how to do the pancakes. I eventually filled it up with more doodles, but, that's a story for later. So, we have Gojo and Suguru, because ain't no way I just said that. I have to say Gojo and Geto. We have Gojo and Geto here because whenever in doubt, just Gojo and Geto it out, Okay, anyway. Yeah, that was the only thing I could really think of. And then here's Bob Ross on the inside. A little motivator for me, I guess. And in case I ever I don't understand why they always have these. As a reward, you're gonna get money for finding my notebook. No, you're not. But you know what you can get? A hug. Aww. Anyway. So, this is the first page I did. I don't actually, I did write the date. I'm so glad I did. October 3rd is when I started this. I think I finished this literally a week ago, so that would have been all the way from October to April. Kind of crazy. So much time has passed. Anyway, so I got this sketchbook. I really like, this is I feel like the start of my obsession with these pencil sketches, because I feel like for the most part, I usually like putting a lot of color into my art, right here. I wanted to do the Monster High girls in my style, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm a fake fan. I've never watched Monster High ever. I was not allowed to watch it as a kid, so actually, yeah, just don't tell anyone, okay? Okay. This is Johnny Depp. I don't know how obvious that is, but I was doing a challenge. Yeah, and here's just kind of one of the reference photos, and I decided to draw him on this page just because it was empty. A lot of the time, that's what I'll do. Or part of that challenge was drawing these people right here, so that was nice. This guy was kind of hard to draw, but. And then this was the beginning of Inktober, where I told myself I would totally do all the days. That was such a lie. I was I'm so motivated, so ready to do it, and I bought microns too. I bought new pens for this, but I didn't follow through with it. So anyway, but this was my entry for the first day, which was backpack. She's pretty cute, Imo. Here's some random sketches that I did. Here's the thing, I'll make a drawing and then I'll leave this page blank, and then whenever I want to warm up for any of my other drawings, I'll come back to one of the empty pages here on one of these, and then I'll start warming up, because warm-ups are really important. So I have my straight lines here, my circles. I'm just a very impatient person, though. I feel like I should be warming up more than just this, but who cares? Anyway, so here's some drawings of Mao Mao from Apothecary Diaries. If you guys have been watching that, I'm literally obsessed. It's so cute, and I love Mao Mao. She's such a queen. Honestly, don't hate me. I don't really like Jinshi, but Mao Mao is so cute. I love her. Want to be her. Anyway, this was my entry for day 2. I think this mushroom guy's really cute. But I'm pretty sure this is as far as I made it. Yeah. And then after this, I started trying to read the JJK manga, which I did not finish. But you know what? Season 3 is coming out soon anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I thought it was really fun to actually draw all the characters as I was reading. And I definitely want to do this again. I just really haven't had the time to. And then here's some really ugly sketches. But you know what? That's okay, because sketchbooks are pretty and ugly. That's totally fine. Right here. Nothing wow, just random sketches. I don't know what that is. I really could not tell you. But I can tell you this is Han Seo-jun, because I watched the K-drama in November, I think it was, True Beauty. I hated it at first, and then I could not stop thinking about it, and then I had to go rewatch it, because then I really liked it. And if anyone's wondering, I am team Lee Soo-ho. Okay, anyway, moving on. More Mao Mao sketches. Jinshin Mao Mao. I love her. I really do. But, yeah. And then here's this sketchbook spread. I was actually, story with this is that I was really full of art block. I did not know what to draw, and then Le Sserafim had just put out their song, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna write the lyrics to this because it's kind of stuck in my head. And it was funny because this was one of the posts on my Instagram that actually, it did really well, and I was really surprised because I didn't try too hard. I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. Here's some drawings of IN from Stray Kids. They're okay. They're not my favorite. He looks a little creepy, and I admit that I didn't do too well on this drawing, so I had it posted, but then I took it down, which is totally fine. And then these are some drawings I did while watching my brother play soccer. If you squint really hard, they look good. But what's going on right here? What is that? Hello? Yeah, so just we look at it from afar, Anyway, we have some more warm-ups and stuff. I guess I was also like painting. I don't know what I was painting though. And then we have Dan Da Dan. You know, that show was really good. Other than the fact that Momo's literally like she's put in horrible situations, but it was still pretty good. It was pretty funny for the most part. Very charismatic show. And then yeah, I realized I can, like, after practicing a couple times like drawing faces, I realized I could actually make them just from imagination. So I kind of just started drawing a face, and I was like, let's make a random character, because why not? So here's Michael. He's not technically an OC, so we're just gonna move on. And then I drew these from like imagination, and he looks a little funny. His nose is a little weird, but she looks pretty good for being like not real, you know. Ugh, why is my camera? Okay, there you go. My camera's focused now. Yeah, same thing with him. And this is actually covering an old Momo drawing that I didn't really like, so that's cool. We have Marilyn Monroe. I think she looked really good. I think I did really well on this. And I really liked my sketch for the Corpse Bride. But I added color and I ruined it. And I feel like that is the story of my life, adding color. I try not to add color to most things, you know, because coloring is scary. And in this case, I really should have listened to my gut. But oh well. I really love the movie. I watched it for the first time this year, and it was so amazing. And then this is where I started being like, I was like almost done watching Kimi no Tore. I think it was the 3rd or 2nd season. I don't remember what it was. But whatever was last. And so I started drawing characters in my style, and I was like, okay, this doesn't look too good, but I feel like I could do it on a bigger piece of paper. And then I drew La Muerte because it was Dia de los Muertos, and I really love her character. She's such a queen. So this was it was supposed to be for a collab. The person who I was doing the collab with didn't really reach out again, so I don't know what happened with that. But anyway, now I got this cool Yuji/Sukuna drawing in my notebook. And now I actually know Japanese. Can I read this? No, because I don't know, like, you know, I'm not that good at Japanese. But, you know, I feel like my handwriting could have been a lot better on this. It's really bad here. And then more Johnny Depp. Just, again, literally me doing, like, the draw everyday challenge and, like, going back to random pages to, like, practice that. Yeah, one of the pictures there was feet. I do not have a weird thing for feet, I promise. It was just one of the things in the challenge. And then this is me. I was brainstorming to see what I was going to draw for Sawako's face, how I was going to draw her. That's coming up soon. Anyway, I did this Dan Da Dan spread, and I think it's really cool. Okurun is not my favorite here, but I think this part right here looks really cool. I love my granny and my Momo. Yeah, I really like this page. I like how colorful it is. And then we have Sawako. She's so cute. I love that show so much. It's really good. And, well, I should say anime. I don't know. I feel like it's the same thing. Show, anime. Interchangeable terms. And then we have, what's his name? Why am I blanking out so hard? Shotaba. What's his last name? Wait? Kazuhaya? I feel like I just butchered that. I don't remember. This was like November, December, I think. Anyway, I really liked watching that show. And then the lights went out. And I did this. I have my lamp right here. I have my lamp right there. Really weird lighting. Anyway, so it hadn't died yet, and the lights literally were out. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to use the last of its battery to draw this. And so that's what I did. I feel like I kind of messed it up with the markers. The sketch was really good, but it's not that bad, you know? I still think it's pretty good. I really love these three. I really like the yellow and the style how I drew them. This one's not too much of my favorite, but I still think overall it kind of comes together and I really like it. Wow. This is one of my favorite pages. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it so much. The show was so good. It totally broke me, but it was so worth watching. It was so good. I love Jinx and her character development, everything about it. She's literally amazing. Bai is very cool too, but I obviously have a favorite. And then I drew this. I was trying to fight art block after that. I didn't really like her face. I liked the idea and the photo that I used as a reference, but I did not like how it came out the drawing itself. But this is where I realized I really like drawing married people. I think this is so cute. It was really cute, and I really enjoyed it, so I was like, hold up. I gotta draw more married people. So that's coming up. This is a drawing of Gojo, Geto, and Shoko, because I was missing JJK. I always miss JJK. It was such a good show. I wish I could rewatch it for the first time. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care how overrated it is. It's one of the best animes that I've watched, at least. This is just a random doodle page, like really random. A lot of warm-ups. This girl kind of looks like my sister. So I'm pretty sure I was aiming to draw my sister. I made her mouth a little bit weird, but I love my sister. Anyway, I've only drawn her like twice or thrice, but I think out of all my family members, I've definitely drawn her the most. Here's a really cool sketchbook spread. That's, you know, inspired by Ian's, solo, what's it called? Hallucination. Ooh, that song was really good. Really good. Also, he's literally my bias, so. Anyways, This is why I draw people in love, because I thought it was really cute. And this is my favorite corner. I think these people are so cute. And, I don't know, like, drawing this made me really happy. I promise I wasn't, like, being sad, being single or anything, but it was just really nice, you know, like, because love is really something beautiful, and it's nice to draw. Now I understand, like, it's gone through my head multiple times, like, why people paint at weddings, and I think it's really rewarding. It probably is, you know. This was a really good Denji sketch. It was gonna be fire. It was gonna be bomb. It had so much potential. So much potential. And, from far away, it looks okay. And then you zoom in, and, like, I used really old gouache, and then I had to do very thick layers. And, he kind of looks like those girls who wear way too much makeup, and when you zoom in, it looks, like, all cakey and crusty. Yeah, so in person, it doesn't look as good as it does on camera. So I was really upset about that, so I just kind of left it as is. I didn't want to ruin it anymore or anything, so. But I'm really sad. This had hella potential. I drew this in the car when my sister was driving. I thought this tattoo was really cute. I saw it on Pinterest, so I tried to do the design again. Not very good at doing wispy stuff with a pen. Just putting that out there. Then I tried drawing a 0.5 because I saw some girl with a 0.5 picture, and I've never really drawn with, like, I don't really play with perspective because I don't know how to, so I try to avoid it. These are some more sketches, more Pinterest references, a bunch of scribbles. I think I just really needed to release some emotions, so I was like, blah. I just kind of threw up on a page. And then I really like this part. There's an artist that I really like. I'll tag her here. Oh, Wavy Cake, I think. Anyway, I love her art. This was very inspired by her style. I think it's good. There's definitely something that I could have fixed about it, but that's just me being picky. I think this is a good drawing. I really like this one. And I really like this one too. I think there's definitely something I could have done about it, but for using watercolors for the first time in a while, because actually, I think, yeah, I haven't used watercolors in this book yet. I think this was the first time I used watercolors after a long time, and I'm gonna be honest, I hated watercolors. It was my least favorite to work with. Oh my gosh, jump scare, Toji. I did not like this drawing at all. Yeah, I did not. Anyway, so back to the watercolors. I didn't really like watercolors until I did this piece and realized that watercolors aren't that bad, and they're not that hard to use. I don't know, I guess I was just a hater for no reason, but now I really like them. This was when I was watching Squid Games, and I had never watched Squid Games before, so I watched the first and second season at the same time. That totally broke me. I think that was worse than watching Arcane. I miss her. Number 67. That was mean. They did her so dirty. Hello? What's his name? The recruiter? He was pretty cool. He was a fun character. He was insane though. And then we have Evelyn, who literally, she took over my whole For You page for like a good 5 days. So I was like, I guess I have to draw her, you know? I mean, I have to. Also, all of these drawings, I hadn't practiced. Like, obviously, there's not even, like, you're seeing this, right? I'm not practicing any facial structures. So I feel like I was a lot better at drawing faces beforehand. And then because I hadn't practiced in so long, I was like, oh, I guess I should sit down and practice. This is what it looked like when I drew faces in the span of, like, 2 minutes. It was so bad. Now I draw them in my homework, like, notebook, and they look a lot better. But this is what happens when I don't practice. It's not that good. So then we also have this blue sketchbook spread. This is like when the song Jellyfish by Hyunjin came out, and I love it so much. And it makes me love the color blue. Like right now I'm going through like a little jellyfish blue phase. I really like bunnies and like the Mofu-san cats. I think they're so cute. This is from one of the YouTube videos I actually made. This was really fun. I liked it a lot. And I love how my mom was like, wow, she's really pretty, but she has a funny face shape. And I was like, yeah, that's a man. It's supposed to be a man. I don't even know what to do anymore. We can just cut him out of the picture though, because the only person we love here is Emma. She's literally the best. She's my favorite character as of right now. This is a really cute pink spread. I just wish the pencil hadn't smeared so much, because then it makes the pink look a little messy. But look at these cherries. Hold up. I don't know if I can get like a good view on them, but they're juicy. I love those cherries with a passion. In real life, they look really cool, guys. I promise. Here's some random sketches. This is me planning what I was gonna draw this in your own style. More Mamo. There's Jinchi, I guess. I mean, guess. More DTIYs, like draw this in your own style, like process, like I was planning. And then these are some sketches some people I found on Pinterest that I just decided to draw. And I think these ended up being really cute. And I think after that, I started doing more of these. This is Itsumi from, why did I forget the name of the anime? This is the one where the girl's deaf. I forget. Moving on, this is just me like practicing more drawings. Like this was technically supposed to be Sunghoon from Enhypen, but that didn't work out. I was practicing drawing Hyunjin. This was just like a body study real quick. And here's Princess Peach looking peachy, I guess. Here's Mamo. Oh, the fire alarm just went off. That scared me. Oh my gosh. Oh, jump scare. That really scared me. Yeah, that was just the fire alarm going off casually. I like this drawing, but I also don't. I like the colors that I used, but also I feel like her face shape, I made it a little bit too wide. And it just bothers me. So we're gonna move on. I just hate that I can never do the characters that I really like justice. Like, I really like Momo, and I really like Hal, but I feel like I can never do them justice. I definitely did him justice here, though. I'm, like, so proud of this, because I never do him justice. I've drawn him, like, 3 different times, and I always make his jawline, like, insane for some reason. But here, he looks proportional, and I used watercolor. I love this so much. This is one of my favorite pages, too. And then I drew Stray Kids. They're not too recognizable, so not my favorite page, but I still think it's pretty cute. And I also like the winter theme. Yeah. And then I drew more people from Pinterest, just practices, more practices, a lot more practices. This was a lot of fun to draw. This is also supposed to be Lean Beef Patty. Shout out Patty, literally, I love her. She's fire. Guys, if you don't know who Patty is, go follow her and get on the gym grind, you know? Here's a Fight Club drawing. And something else I found on Pinterest. Random minion hiding behind her head. You know how it is. Minions everywhere. And then I did a Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse fan art because I literally have never done that. I don't understand why, because I love the movie so much. Miles, I'm gonna be honest, does not look great here. But I really like my Gwen and like the middle Spider-Man that I drew. And just the colors that I use in general, I really like them. But I wish my Miles would have come out a little bit better. He looks a little funky, but it's okay. Not a big deal. Here, I was practicing to draw Katara and her water bending poses. That's coming up though. This is one of my favorite Sketchbook spreads as well. I really like how I made everything like thick. Her hand is pushing into her mouth. I don't know if I can tell because like I saw the photo at first, but like everyone was telling me that the hand looked a little bit weird. That might be true. Don't know. I can't tell. Anyway, I think it's really cute. This is something I did because I realized I hadn't drawn like a face from like imagination or in my own style for a while, so I tried this. I think she's pretty cute, but I don't really think it captures my art style, like my actual art style, really well. But it's okay. She also kind of looks like me, you know. This is my finished Katara. I used watercolor and my Art X markers. I love this piece a lot because I like how I put the water droplets and stuff, and I just love how my Katara ended up. Yeah, I actually didn't really like Katara, and then I don't know why, but whenever I draw a character, it makes me love them a lot more and like gain a new respect for them. And I didn't really like Katara, but I drew her and I was like, wait a minute, she's actually so fire. Like, hold up, she's so cool. But still, Toph is my favorite. And then I drew this. I really like this spread because I actually used color, and like it didn't come out bad, you know, like. I used color for the first time almost ever. This is not a Miffy sticker, you know? It kind of looks like one from far away, though. And then, I really like the Adidas drop. I'm sure everyone's seen it. It's literally so fire. And, also this, I don't even know what it is. But I saw it on the internet, and I thought it looked so yummy and so cute. So I had to draw it. And then here's a little sticker. I love these stickers. I love stickers in general. And then here's some more studies. Me practicing drawing Hyunjin. She just looked cool, so I had to draw her, duh. And these are really random drawings. They're pretty silly. Yeah, don't know what's going on there. And then here's another. I had to do another one because it seems like the last post that I did where I drew people who are like in love, a lot of people liked it, and I really enjoyed doing it too. I think it's so cute. I love drawing people who are just, you know, just happy. So I think it's really cute. Like, I really like these shoes for some reason. It's I don't know, I really do. I like the tiny details. And then I drew this outside. It was a really nice day, so I have a good memory associated with this. Also, I love Rilakkuma bears. They're so cute. I don't know if the other bear, like the lighter bear, has a name, but I think they're super cute. I remember when it was on Netflix and I would watch it with my siblings because, like, why not? That was pretty cute. I don't even know if it was, like... I really have no idea what the lore is behind this character. I just know that they had a show on Netflix one time and I watched it. So, if there's something I'm missing, definitely hit me up and, like, leave that in the comments. Be like, hey, you should probably watch this or know this about the character, you know? Because I think it's literally my, like, private Instagram profile photo, so. Here's Hyunjin for his birthday. I did a birthday collab with a ton of people. That was a lot of fun. It was really interesting because the group chat had, like, 24 plus people, and it was kind of intimidating. But it was still fun. I'm glad I did it. And then I drew some girl with a motorcycle helmet. This is so cute. I haven't posted this yet. I don't think I will, though. But I think it's so cute. I really like this drawing. This was the last drawing I did in the sketchbook. Like, even though there's more, this was the last drawing, technically. Here's Stray Kids. I love Felix with his ponytails. He looks so cute. Also, let me know in the comments. I think Felix with black hair looks better than blonde hair. Maybe that's just a me thing, though. Here's Sigmund and Ian. I love Ian. And then here's more. I love bears, I think. Maybe that's my thing. Bears and jellyfish. I really like that. I really like the spread. I like her, that she's holding her little drink. I think it's really cute. And then I drew Nami and Robin, because, oh my gosh, I love them. Do I love everything? I feel like I'm saying I love a lot this. Did I totally forget? I'm like here talking about Nami and Robin thinking you're not noticing this. Okay, I put on my story, I'll draw whatever like anyone says, and someone said to draw Invincible oiled up, and I was like, I won't do that, but maybe I can draw the meme, because that would be so funny. So I tried, but then I realized that it looks really bad, so I just discarded that, and I never covered it up. But anyway, So here's Robin and Nami in my style. I think they were really cute. I use watercolor for this again. I'm like really starting to love watercolor, and specifically because I don't have any colored pencils that match skin color, so using watercolors is like perfect for me. And then this is all watercolor. I love it so much. I did it because I knew spring was coming, and this was kind of just perfect. I also love these little Mofusan cats. They're so cute. But yeah, also like my birthday's in spring, so I think that's maybe why it's my favorite season. But yeah. And then we have all these random sketches that I would like come back here and do. Girl with mittens. I don't know. Gojo's eyes. I was practicing. I don't know. I feel like I did a lot on this page other than trying to practice those pancakes that didn't work out. And yeah, that's the end of it. If you made it this far, I appreciate you a lot, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So sorry for the scare in the middle of the video. And yeah, comment any questions you have, any comments, or if you, I don't know, if you have a favorite drawing, comment it down below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Or I guess not see you, but you know, you'll see me. You'll see what I'm doing. Okay, and if you haven't already, go check out the last vlog that I posted. That should have at least been a week ago. I think I'll post this in a week. So hopefully, one of my goals was to actually like start YouTube, and I feel like I should be more consistent with that because I did it for like a second and then I quit. But I'm back, I think. Maybe. I could be lying. I don't know. You'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, bye!